Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, April 6th. Well, we have an informative show for you today. We're dedicating the whole show to the Exchange Club for the Book of Golden Deeds nominees. So you're going to be meeting some very dedicated, wonderful, and fun people from our community. Also, we'd like to let the Owatonna viewers know that we appreciate your comments, the suggestions for show topics, guests. You can contact us by emailing us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by contacting our producer Leanne at 390-5751. Also at this time, I'd like to welcome back to the Today Show our sponsors, Big Brothers and Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake and St. Mary's School Nights Auction. So welcome back as sponsors to our show. We're so glad to have you. And over to my right now, we're going to be shifting here, and we're going to be talking to these three wonderful gentlemen. To my right here is Gordy Meiner. Hi, Gordy.
Good morning.
And Gordy is the president of the Noon Hour Exchange Club that meets on Thursdays at noon at the Eagles Club, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Gordy, why don't you introduce yourself and let everyone know what your job entails and how long you've been involved?
I'm Gordy Meiner, obviously, and I'm the president of the Owatonna Exchange Club. That's the Noon Club. There are three clubs in town here. One is the Steele County Club that meets in the mornings, and then the Moonlighters meet in the evenings. So we have three of the exchange clubs in Owatonna, so that's very, very good. And so we've been around since 1953. The first exchange club started in the U.S. was in Detroit in 1911, and then in 1919 in Indiana, a club there was the first one to sponsor a Book of Golden Deeds banquet and recognition, and that makes this the longest running project for the entire exchange system throughout the country. The Owatonna Exchange Club, our club, was established in 1953, and then in 1971, the first person was selected as the Book of Golden Deeds nominee. And what's interesting is there's a plaque on the steps of the north side of the courthouse on the steps, and that person's name, her name is Agnes Melbolstead, is inscribed on there. And for 30 years, the recipients had their names inscribed on there until they ran out of room on the stone. So we don't have them permanently anywhere anymore, but we do have a complete listing here. And these have been individuals that have been nominated by people in the community. We publicize it by having something in the paper for several weeks prior to the nominations, but these are people that are nominated by their neighbors, by their friends. Sometimes it's people from the same church or whatever. So this year, for the first time, we've had 7 individuals nominated and 1 organization. So
wow.
We're really overwhelmed by
Explain the criteria or what the Book of Golden Deeds is so people would understand what it is they're getting nominated for.
Well, just for doing things around the community that normally you wouldn't get any recognition for, plus the fact that they're not just focusing on one area. They're doing a lot of different things. And so when the nominations come in, we take a look at, the breadth of their experience and the impact they're having on the community, and then we have to make a selection based on those criteria.
So there's only one winner?
One winner, but we've had couples that have been selected. In fact, our last one was in 2014, and that was Mike and Tammy Furch. So we've had several couples that have been elected over the year, or selected over the years.
And this year you have nominated a group, Grandparents of Education.
Correct.
So
somebody else nominated them, and we're
right.
You're right.
So this is a first to have
It
a
is.
group, isn't it?
It certainly is.
So we did it here first, isn't
Right.
that great?
Yep.
Okay, and so then when they win something, what they win the title, a little plaque, or
Right. And then the other nominees are recognized as well.
But it's truly, and when is the event?
That'll be
coming
on
up?
the 28th of April at the Eagles Club. Social hour begins at 6 o'clock.
Okay, and they can buy a ticket. How much are tickets?
Tickets are $20.
Okay, does it go, proceeds go to the Exchange Club?
To help finance putting on the event, yeah.
Okay.
Because of the meal and all of the plaques and all of that.
Okay,
So,
great. All right, let's go over here, and we have this gentleman over here, Fred Ventura. Hi, Fred.
Good morning.
Fred, I want to ask you, you're up as a nominee,
Yes, I'm very excited.
and why don't you share with our viewers your what you're involved in that gives you so much joy?
Well, I have several passions. I started volunteering for the community of Owatonna in 1982 in various projects. Currently, my three biggest passions right now is I work as a volunteer at the Owatonna Alternative Learning Center, which is really an extension of the Owatonna High School. I do volunteerism work at Healthy Seniors of Steele County, and many other things. I really am very passionate about it. The Alternative Learning Center is basically, we work with children, young adults, if you will, that have very significant issues where they cannot go through the regular high school system. They're very at-risk students. Several of them are alcoholism, drug dependent, and they need that consistency of a mentor to be with them all the time. Healthy Seniors of Owatonna, I've been with them for 7 years, and that is very interesting. I deal with the people there and I take them out for breakfast. I meet with them at their homes. They have that one-on-one. Grandparents for Education, I've been with them for 7 years, and I got basically into that high school through that, you know.
How does it feel to be nominated, Fred?
I'm speechless, actually, and those who really know me know I like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
I really was totally speechless. It is just a great honor just to be nominated. It really is.
If nothing else, that people should come to the event just to meet these people. They're just wonderful to speak with. We don't want to forget about you down there, Tom.
Okay.
And your last name's pronounced Bonacci.
Yes, it is.
And welcome. And why don't you tell us what you're involved with that you were nominated?
Okay, I have a cheat sheet here. So
That's quite all right.
I'm involved in the State School Orphanage Museum, where I'm a board member and in charge of Cottage 11 in the gift shop. Homestead Hospice House, I'm a board member there. I also am a task force member on the Memory Path and for the Star of Hope, which we have each December. And I work on the grounds. Every Sunday I pick up bakery items from the grocery stores for the Hospitality House, the Home for Men, and I help to raise funds for them. Red Cross, I get a group together to set up the Red Cross blood drives, and on Wednesdays, and take the drives down on Friday. That's involved through the Elks Club, so it's an outreach program. And then I'm involved in my church, Sacred Heart, where I do some volunteering.
And you've given a new word to what it means to be retired, I think.
Or maybe just tired.
Yeah.
But you're all smiling, and you all have such a zeal for life, is I guess the word I'm looking for, and you enjoy everything you do.
I do, and there's so much volunteering in this town. It's just unbelievable, that everybody really gets involved.
Right. And how do you feel about being nominated?
Oh, I think it's a great honor.
Yeah. And these people are so humble because really, we bump into you throughout the community, but never say what it is you're doing. You're just all smiles and happy with whatever it is you're doing. Gordy, I bet it's easy being a president, leading these, meeting these kind of people in your job,
Well,
or
not
in
all-
your volunteerism.
Well, yeah, not only that, but all of the people that do this year after year, organizing the event. I'm just president for a year,
Yeah.
they're doing this year after year. So there's another whole group of people that need to be recognized as well.
Right, there's always the behind the scenes people as well, is what you're saying, to bring these people to the forefront. Well, thank you for all you do for our community and all those that are so lucky to have you in their lives doing what you do. And we will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to meet more nominees. Can you believe it? Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
If clothing catches fire, stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes catch on fire, do not panic and run. This only fans the fire. Stop where you are, drop to the ground, and roll over and over to smother the flames. Cover your face with your hands to protect your eyes and your throat and lungs from the burns. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Come join the fun at the 30th Annual Vegas-themed Fabulous Night of Nights auction, Saturday, April 16th at St. Mary's School in Owatonna.
Doors open at 4 p.m. Admission is only $10. Exciting items to bid on in both the live and silent auctions.
Be sure to get your car and cash raffle tickets now for a chance to win $10,000 or a 2016 Ford Fusion.
Great food and cash bar available. All proceeds benefit the students of St. Mary's School.
You don't want to miss this great community event.
And remember, whatever happens at the auction
stays at the auction.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show. And we're here still with the nominees for the Book of Golden Deeds with the Exchange Club. I first have here to my right I have Kaye Fransen, correct?
Yes.
And then I have Katherine Kyllo.
Yes.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Kaye, why don't you start us off and let the viewers know what it is you're involved with?
Well, quite a few things, but I've always been serving on church boards at our church. Right now I am on the Executive Council and chair of the CE board, and then for a number of years I was president of Owatonna Area Christian Women's Club, and just finished serving as president of the Steele County Historical Society, and am now just on the board, and there I am serving as the chairman of the governance committee and on the volunteer committee, and then I also volunteer there as a tour guide and as a building interpreter and a docent. And that is one of my passions, as you can tell, because that's where I spend a lot of my time. The other one that I really, really have enjoyed is I served on the board of directors for the Owatonna Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, and then am now currently an ambassador. And that is absolutely a delightful job because you get to see behind the scenes in a lot of the businesses in town. And I've really come to appreciate the entrepreneurial spirit of the people in town. So those are my two passions, and I love serving on both of them. They're both fun organizations. I work with wonderful people in both of them, and have really enjoyed that.
I can understand why you love the chamber. In this job, in my seat, I'm learning things about our community every day, and it just is makes you so proud to be from Owatonna.
Oh, this town is absolutely fabulous. And the other thing right now that I'm serving on right now is the Mayor Shade Tree Commission up at West Hills here, and so that's another interesting thing. You find out a lot of things behind the scenes in governmental work here in town. So,
and someone has said about you, you're the ultimate can't say no person, obviously by your volunteer retirement resume and your involvement in events. And I just know the times that I've seen you at the History Center, you always have a smile, a kind word, and a hug.
Well, thank you.
And I just really want to say that you are a precious gem to Owatonna.
Thank you. Well, it's a terrific town to be a precious gem in because it's a gem in the state of Minnesota.
And just a quick word here, and then we'll have to get over to Katherine over there. But how do you How do you feel being nominated?
I was totally shocked. It's a great honor because I'm sure there are thousands of people that I think could probably deserve it more than me, but I really am humbled and appreciative that somebody appreciates what I'm doing.
Yeah, and we do appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, we're going to move over to Katherine now. And Katherine, what it is that you're involved in?
Well, I'm involved in a few things, but I'd like to go way back to when I first started volunteering as a younger person. I got started with the Pink Ladies, Pink Pantry, and serving the hospital patients. And then that drew me to be a hospice volunteer, and I've been doing that for over 40 years, and that involved a lot of different things. Right now it's being a receptionist, I used to make breakfasts, bake goodies for the patients and their families. Right now I love being a tour guide for the History Center. And I just started with Cottage 11 about a year ago, and I totally love that. I love being this little social butterfly, probably, just taking them around, and I love it.
Don't tell your, but I will say this: volunteering with the hospice, that takes a special person.
Well, I loved every part of it. It makes you really feel about your life, and living and dying, and I just feel comfortable with the time when it comes.
And what else is it that you're involved in? I kind of went back to the hospice. I want to get in
Yes.
everything you're about. So
Okay, I guess my biggest love of all was being a foster mom,
wow,
and I just gave that license up just a few years ago. Loved it totally. Like I said, I have an inner need to give what I can. It's just an inner need with me, just for the less fortunate.
you bring joy. You bring unconditional love to others, and you don't
You
look for
have to.
anything in return. It's just
Right.
something you need to do.
Yes, that's true.
And how does it make you feel to be nominated?
Well, when I got the call, it was like, huh? It was humbling. It was a surprise, and I just feel honored being nominated.
Yeah. Really quick, ladies, I'm honored to be here at the same table with you. What are some tips you could give to people that, really quick, we have 30 seconds, a tip you could give to people who are entering retirement? Look how busy you've been. What are just a few short words you could let them know about?
Well, get out there. You meet new people. Don't sit around and feeling sorry for yourself or being depressed, because that's easily done. Just get out there and do, because it's always a need.
I've heard this town runs on volunteers, and it certainly does. There's so many opportunities. And sometimes all it takes is an hour a month, an hour a week, whatever you have to give. Just get out there and do it.
And a smile. Yes, okay. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and we're going to meet some more nominees, so don't go away. Please stay with us.
Come out to Spare Time Entertainment on Saturday, April 16th for Bowl for Kids' Sake to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Minnesota. Start today by forming a team, collecting pledges, and bowling for kids in your community. Call 451-5922 for more information, or go directly to our website to set up your online fundraising page. Help change the lives of local children. Raise some money and join us for a great time on Saturday, April 16th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Bowl for Kids' Sake. See you there.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
I'm Bill Owens with the Owatonna Business Incubator. Whether your business is just starting out or is expanding, we have the office space and manufacturing space that you need. As the Small Business Counseling Center for this region, we are able to help you in your expansion or your startup of your business. We are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're here with two more nominees for the Book of Golden Deeds through the Exchange Club nominees. Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And how are you doing today? Good?
Very good.
Well, okay. We're here with Marlene Camilli.
Right.
And then we're here with Sandra Von Arb.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sandra is here representing a group that we talked about that was nominated with Gordy. It's Grandparents for Education. But there was also another group we'd like to correct our information, the Pancake Group at the Eagles, who always does volunteer work for the pancake breakfasts. They had been another group that had been nominated, so there's this one of two that we know of. And then also we want our viewers to know that Martin and Don Overlie have also been nominated for Book of Golden Deeds nominees, but they were unable to attend today. So we wanted to be sure that these are two wonderful guys that are out there also volunteering and helping make the world a better place. So, Marlene, why don't you start out and tell us what it is you're involved with?
Well, my volunteering goes back many years, being in Owatonna, even back when I was stay-at-home mom and then working full-time. I volunteered at that time. But now that I'm retired, there's a few other avenues that I've taken, and I think it's been pretty hard to say no to a lot of different organizations, but I really enjoy being out there. So currently I do a number of things at our church. One of the co-chairs of a funeral group and several other committees.
And what church would that be?
Trinity Lutheran.
Okay.
And I volunteer with Healthy Seniors. I do Meals on Wheels, help with AAUW, PEO. Recently got involved with the Owatonna Arts Center and became a board member there. I volunteer at the History Center.
And what is AAU, for those that don't know the acronym?
AAUW is American Association of University Women.
Okay.
And they are, continually educating individuals and raising money for scholarships for women.
And what is EPO?
PEO is a philanthropic education. Again, it raises money for scholarships to further education. So,
okay. And are you retired?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
So you're also retired. And how does it make you feel to be nominated?
Certainly very honored and humbled, because I just do and help these different organizations as the need arises. So
some of the things that have been said about you is that you are inclusive and always bring a pleasant and cheerful air to all of your activities. And you're obviously oblivious to age, rank, or class differences in people that you meet, and your can-do spirit always shines through. This is always done quietly and not wanting any recognition or spotlight. So,
okay, that's good.
So now you're getting nominated and you're on TV.
I know.
You keep doing good things, it'll catch up to you,
Right. Thank you.
And you feel good about being nominated.
Well, it certainly is an honor. Very much appreciated and surprised.
Okay. So Sandra, we'll get to you now, Sandra Von Arb. And how long have you been involved? I know you want to talk about the group. It's not, you made it very clear it's not about you, but about the group.
That's for sure.
How did you get involved with Grandparents of Education?
Started it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a big involvement. 8 years ago, we
Okay.
started working on it, yeah.
Okay.
And today we have about 100 volunteers that go out into the schools. And their volunteerism is spectacular. We've had 2 people up for the senior volunteer for Steele County at the fair.
and one of them took an honor. They're involved in church. A lot of us, now I'm included, we go to the senior center, make lefse for the lutefisk. And they're involved in the schools in a way
What exactly do they do in the schools, the grandparents for education, for those that need to know?
We have one lady, she's 85 years old. She goes to the school per her choice every day of the week for 4 hours. And the only time she misses is when like shingles and this, you know, they're older. And well, if they're younger, we make them honorary grandparents because they can be 85 and not a grandparent and 25 practically today, and they are.
What actual job functions do
they
do?
help with reading, with math, science projects. The new STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math has really boosted their time in the school. Some of them work in the library. We've started a summer. Mostly for reading for these Somalian and people from Mexico that need language learning. We've done that all in the summertime. Help the high school with their
overall
agendas, and it's year-round. Some of our volunteers don't even go into the school. But
one word sum up about the grandparents. How do they feel about getting this award?
You know, they don't know. It's going to be a big surprise because it comes right between board meetings, and I thought this will be a big surprise for them.
Great.
And other awards that we've taken, again, I want to repeat, it's not me. It's we wouldn't have an organization.
I have to get to commercials, so we will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hi, I'm Rich from Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. Come and see us for all your sign and truck accessory needs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We hope you enjoyed meeting all these lovely nominees. Time for community announcements. Registration is now open for Riverbend Nature Center summer camps. Riverbend offers 24 different summer camp sessions for children and youth ages 3 to 14 in the months of June, July, and August. Camp information and registration is available on the Nature Center's website at www.rbnc.org/summercamp or by calling them at 507-332-7151. We want to thank you for joining us today. We hope you will join us on Monday when we're going to be visiting with the Night of Nights auction organizers Teresa Segura and Greg Kruschke. They'll be on to tell us all about that event. And then we'll be on location at the Crisis Resource Center's luncheon at the Country Club, Heal the Hearts of Our Children, and we'll be interviewing the speaker, Vicki Crompton. So believe me, you won't want to miss Friday's show. Until then, we wish you a wonderful day. See you then.